Brian, ZL3XDJ in the shack. And we're just listening to 20 meters. So, wee little video today is just to demonstrate the simplest of antennas, and hopefully we can use that to get some DX. So as people tend to know, when I refer to DX in my shack, I'm talking about 10,000 miles and plus around the world. And I know there's a lot of people that use various types of antennas, resonant antennas, verticals, horizontal, multi-band antennas, and a lot of people use different unons and balance and traps and all these various different things. Today I'm going for not using any of that. Not using, and I'm not a great fan of what I call complicated antennas. I don't use, I just use resonant antennas. I don't use any multi-band antennas. I don't use balance traps and all these other various things that some people use. I find that yes, they do work, and they do give you some rare DX now and again. DX, as I say, in 10,000 miles and more, but I don't find, for me, they give you DX on a regular basis. I see a lot of people with various antennas who are, for instance, in Great Britain, and they're working all over the UK, and they're getting a lot of QSOs. You know, they might get 40 or 50 QSOs in an hour or whatever. I'm not really interested in that, to be honest. I like to get DX contacts, and so this is what we're going to look at today. Is just a very, very simple antenna, which is a vertical antenna for 20 meters, and it's simply just a 5 meter aluminium pole that I've painted green and stuck in the hedge with a few radials. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to try a bit of, just to make it more difficult for myself, we're going to try a bit of QRP 5 watts CW on 20 meters. But what I'm going to do to edge my bets and to give me a better chance of working DX, I'm going to hit the band. I'm going to go on the band at a certain time where I know through experiments that the grey line will give me a huge advantage, and see what we can do there. I'll just turn round to the screen and just show you a couple of things here. So here we are. I've got the wee little the little 5 watts QCX radio. I'm just listening on 20 meters. I think it's a Papa Yankee. It's coming through. So what we're doing here, as I say, we've got this is looking outside to put a vertical, like I say, it's just a 5 meter aluminium pole, which cost me about $6, I think. Painted it green, and literally just stood it up against the hedge. And at the bottom, we have the coax, which is going off to the shack, and a few radials. And now a lot of people say to me that verticals need to be out in the open and clear space. And to be honest, I've never actually ever found that. As I say, this is just in a tree. We've got a few radials, which I haven't measured. Some are 2 meters long, some are 3, some are 5. I've even got some of the radials going just around the corner and going through the hedge and back round themselves. Nothing very elaborate. As I say, there's no unins or balance or extra type of wire put on. It's just one single pole. It's just very, very, very simple. and it's in a small area. The area we're looking at here is only about 4 meters in diameter, so it's a very tiny footprint, that's for sure, and camouflage. My main advantage, because obviously 5 watts, trying to use 5 watt CW over 10,000 miles or even more is not the easiest thing to do. So I've found over the time that the grey line is the answer. The grey line is the answer. And for me in particular, here we are down here in the middle of nowhere. The grey line has just gone over. So it's just gone over by about 20 minutes. And after doing experiments before on the radio, I find that my signal on some of the SDR receivers on the other side of the world, in the UK and America and all these places, about 20 minutes after dark here, my signals on the other side of the world increase quite a lot. So that's the basic setup. As I say, it's very, very, very simple. Very simple. No amplifiers, no big towers, no big beams, no multi-band antennas with wires scattered all over the garden, and transformers and antenna tuners, and as I said, no balance and all. I actually think a lot of them antennas are quite a compromise in a lot of situations, especially like this, where I'm actually going to try and get some long distance DX. As I say, I'm looking for 10,000 miles and more on a regular contact, not just working around Europe or around Scandinavia, if I was in the UK as I used to be. But I'm looking to get my signal out around the world, all over the place on a regular basis. And as I say, I found using very, very simple antennas like this and using the grey line correctly to my advantage, hopefully that we'll get some success. So we'll just go on the bands and we'll see what's around and see what we can do. If I only get 1 or 2 QSOs that are over 10,000 miles, I'm not looking for 30 and 40 QSOs in the logbook at once like a lot of people do. I do see a lot of people who in various countries work 30, 40, 50, sometimes more QSOs in the local area. I'm looking to get out and about around the world. And as I say, and I know I do repeat myself, it is the simplest antenna that I could find to use, small footprint, and we'll give it a go and see what happens, and hopefully we do get something.